6 out of 10. Really good. Because why? Your presentation was empathetic. That's what is very important for any public speaker to do. You may say the points, but you need to say the points getting into someone's shoe. So you try to first put yourself into the shoe of the wild animals. How do they feel? What are the changes that is being brought? And most important, part of your presentation was that you presented in a manner like as if you are yourself a member of the wildlife and you are the person to pass through the sufferings. And then you try to put your rationale regarding why we should conserve, what's the benefit of conservation, what more improvements you can bring onto this. The way you have spoken about the viewpoint of the wildlife in this, in the same manner, you can also present the viewpoint of others, like what's the viewpoint of conservationists or environmental conservationists? What's the viewpoint of common people? What's the viewpoint of law, the judiciary regarding this? So like this, if you can bring some more viewpoints into that, it will even sound better. Okay. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Good. So is anybody else ready with any topic?
Yes, sir.
Who? Anvisha?
Yes, sir.
Go ahead. But are you improving? Are you adding whatever I suggest you to do?
I think so.
The same thing, like you have prepared a lot of information and you just present that. Have you tried to put some elements of empathy into it? Just now, Sanvi spoke, all right? And I told you what was good in her speech. I hope also others would have enjoyed listening and understanding that. This is how it works. So have you tried to do that, or is it only information?
Sir, my topic is India of my dreams. So, sir,
India of your dreams is also about a vision. It is a philosophy. It's an expectation that you have from your mother nation. It's moreover an idea, like I said.
yes,
Okay. Let's see how you speak. Go ahead. And meanwhile, if you could adjust your microphone settings and increase the sensitivity of the microphone a bit, I'll be able to better hear.
yes, sir.
Hmm.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Anvisha Sastry, and today my topic of speech is India of my dreams. India is the country where I reside, and I want to make India a better country to live in from every sphere. Like the India of my dreams should be a country. It should be free of violence.
Hmm.
There should be a society where everyone is respected. There
Hmm.
should be uh, there should be no.
Why, Anvesha, the voice is so bleak? Huh? Your voice is generally better. Any change in the device or setup or microphone?
Yes, sir. So now is it audible?
Better audible than before.
Yes.
Hmm.
Um, the India of my dreams should also have a society that should treat other people equally. There shouldn't be any discrimination based on caste, creed, or gender. India is a country which is full of culture and diversity. So I want the culture of my India to flourish more. That the regional culture of India should flourish, and that would be the India of my dreams. There should be the people should know about their past. They should know about the significance of historical monuments. More focus should also be given on regional food than on the Western food.
Hmm.
The India of my dreams should have people who should be knowledgeous, who should have better logic, who should be inclusive.
Hmm.
They should be they should they should have a logic so that they can stop comparing between themselves and other people, so that they see the world in a better way and make India a better place to live in. The people should have more of practical knowledge than of theoretical knowledge.
Hmm.
The laws that are made in India should be properly implemented.
Hmm.
They should not they should not only be written, they should be made available to everyone. Everyone should have access to justice. They should be able to get uh, justice whenever they want. Right laws should be dispensed at the time of need, at the time of need of person. The law-giving authorities should be honest. They shouldn't be corrupt. They should be well versed with India. My dreams, the people of India of my dreams should be self-employed. They
Hmm.
should have employment where they can fulfill the basic needs of their life. They should be smart working. They should uh, people uh, the people should also be well versed in technical knowledge. They should be aware of the technological advancements and know about this. The skills related to handle a particular situation wisely should also be known to the people. The people should be able to learn so that they can make forward our technology. The technology should be ahead of all countries. The technology that uh, we are using should be used for the benefit of humanity, not for the destruction. People should always keep up with the new advancement and changes in technology. Pe- uh, in politics, people shouldn't be bribed or forced to vote for the corrupt leaders, and they should be able to take decisions who should be the correct leader for them and vote accordingly. Politicians should understand the needs and demands of people and fulfill it accordingly. The- Some people in India have more powers than the others. By this, I mean that the more powerful people shouldn't use their power in a wrong way. They should use it for the betterment of the other. Basic amenities and facilities should also be provided to all citizens of India. One of the most important that I would like to see in India of my dreams is the environmental aspect. There should be no pollution in India. People should be aware about pollution and they should stop creating. They should also understand the various disastrous effects of destroying our nature and be, and begin protecting our nature. Ecosystems should be safe, wildlife should be conserved. National sanctuaries should also be built up to protect, and people should also understand their value. This is the India of my dream. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Anvisha. Again, I have the same feedback, dear. Your content is always rich, but the ability to engage the audience, I don't find much of it. Whatever you try to say, do not try to say more, try to say in an engaging manner. Again, this also happens this time too. You have a lot of presentation content and valid points, obviously. And if you were writing an essay, probably you would get good marks. The evaluator will give you a good score. But when it comes to public speaking, when you take that idea in the form of a speech, A lot of work needs to be done, which I don't find it here. Understand? Hmm? So can you tell me what you need to do? Because you have been putting a lot of effort on every time you do that. So can you tell me what you should do? Yeah.
So, the less number of points.
Actually, what you should do is very simple. You need to spend time on your presentation, not the content only. Till now, what is happening? You are preparing the content, you're writing it down, but simultaneously, you need to work on your presentation. Now, when the exams get over, I think the exams are over, are they?
Yes.
Okay. So, when the exams are over, you spend some time on the particular idea that you are talking about. जो भी आप बात कर रहे हो उसके ऊपर थोड़ा समय बिताओ आप. Whatever you are going to talk, speak up, listen to yourself, and if possible, get it criticized by others. Then important check would be that how much of attention you are able to hold of that audience. You can make your mom or papa listen to that for some time, and maybe you can stand and speak before them for some time and check if are they enjoying it, if they are being able to delve into the topic. If not, there's some kind of modification which is required. So this is something which you need to do. That's my suggestion. Otherwise, your content is always good. I have always found it to be good, thoughtful, very thoughtful. So I have no objections, no advices on that. Had it been an essay, it would be written in a better manner. Uh, there is a style required to make the essays interesting. There are certain skills involved in that. So that part was missing. But when it comes to the content, it was good. Delivery matters. So delivery again has two forms: how you deliver in writing and how you deliver in speaking. Okay. So are you sure what you need to do? Have you understood? Or if you have any questions, you can ask me also. Huh? How are you going to approach next time? Because if I don't see any improvement, I really don't appreciate it much. I feel that I'm not able to teach you. Okay. Whether you are learning or not, that is secondary. As a teacher, I feel that if things are not improving, then the person is, I'm not able to teach better. Do you really understand what you need to do? Understand? Okay. So tell me, what will you do next time?
So you make the content less and present it in a way so that the
Sentences could be also more, but presentation itself requires time. Okay.
so I would present it in a way in which the audience will be excited to hear that.
Right. Because there are two types of audience. One is like reading type of audience. Okay. Huh? And there is a listening type of audience. The difference between the reading type and the listening types are that reading type of audience, they simply like to read, and any information you give them, if it is well written, they can get the gist out of it. But the listening type of audience are people who don't like to read much, they enjoy listening. Today you see that most of the people, what do when they have to when they have to get any information? Do they read books or do they browse for reels, YouTube video? What do they do?
So browse.
Obviously. So this indicates that the taste of the people have also changed. All right. People today no more want to read. So you should be, as a communicator, you should be ready with both. Thank you so much. We shall get into today's discussion today. We will not be able to finish it, but we should definitely start it. Last class, if you remember, when I was talking to you regarding soft skills, I talk about the importance of planning. I told you that the ratio of planning and execution should be 1:10. That means if you are going to spend 1 hour in doing something, spend first 5 or 6 minutes to plan it. If you're going to do 1 hour to do something, spend 5 or 6 minutes to plan it. So in this way, if you have 10 working hours every day, you will spend 1 hour throughout the entire day for planning. Everybody understands it? जो भी आप कर रहे हैं 10% समय प्लानिंग को दीजिए. बिना प्लानिंग काम के ऊपर जंप मत कीजिएगा. Plan, then do. Plan, then do. But do not plan very long. Do not plan very long. For example, you keep on planning for half an hour, 15 minutes for every hour of work. Then you are wasting time, you are getting confused. So plan quickly possible. Right now, you will have 1:10 ratio. When the time passes, you will have 1:20 and 1:30 ratio. मतलब आप वही planning 3 मिनट में कर लेंगे, 1 मिनट में कर लेंगे, 30 seconds में कर लेंगे. This happens when the brain grows. Second, I told you, organize by sequence and priority. If there are many works which you need to do, you need to first find out which one is most important. And then you need to find out the most important ones and put them into a serial order 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like that in a to-do list. All of you in your journal, I guess all of you must have a diary. Those who don't have a habit of writing diary, you may begin it today itself. So keep a diary or a journal. There you write whatever work you need to do. Put them into a sequence and keep on doing them 1, 2, 3 and put the check mark. Third, things that matters most must be never be let at the mercy of the things that matter least. There are some work which are very important, there are some work which are important, and there are some work which are urgent. Never leave any urgent work at the mercy of a very important or an important work. जो काम सबसे ज्यादा जरूरी है उसको पहले कर लीजिए, उसको बाद वाले काम के मर्सी पे, मतलब सेकेंडरी वर्क को आप पहले मत कीजिए. आपका एग्जाम है, पढ़ाई कंप्लीट करनी है, घर को भी साफ रखना है, टेबल्स को सजाना है. सो आप पढ़ाई को पहले कंप्लीट कर लीजिए. अरेंजमेंट यू कैन टेक लेटर ऑन. नेक्स्ट वन, difficulties and obstacles will always come between your goals and your achievement. जो आप गोल सेट कर रहे हैं, जो आप अचीव कर रहे हैं, उसके बीच में डिफिकल्टी पक्का आएंगे. For that you require knowledge, skills and information to overcome those difficulty and achieve your goal. So today in the session, I am going to talk about such a skill which would be very, very useful in your present day life and in coming times to overcome your difficulties. आपकी जिंदगी में जब challenges आए, problems आए, उसको solve करने के लिए ये technique help करेगा. This technique is called thinking hats technique. Thinking hats technique was developed by De Bono. Well, I will not try to go deep into De Bono's life here, but at least every individual should get to know what was the idea, what is the form. Edward De Bono is a world-known expert in creative thinking. I hope you know that in GYPPC Open Circle and Lyceum Research in Education, we also have developed some creative thinking modules, some courses that help people to think creatively. But the pioneer in creative thinking could be anyone, but one of the renowned experts in the world is Edward De Bono. Now, when he designed this thinking hat technique, the main idea was to have the group only wear one hat at a time. Now you can see in the picture, there are hats, right? How many colors are there? How many colors are there?
6 colors.
Colors. What are the colors?
So white, red, yellow, black,
Correct.
green, and blue.
Good, very nice. Now each color has a representation. This is a kind of metaphor where you don't exactly do. Let me tell you, right now, suppose you're attending the class. You have put on a type of thinking. You are listening, you are analyzing whatever I say, you're trying to correlate. But suddenly, from one of my word, let it be hat, you immediately try to remember of an Englishman who puts on hat. Then you try to remember a story or a movie where you have seen an Englishman putting on his hat, lifting his hat a bit and greeting hello. Then you try to live back maybe Sahid Bhagat Singh's story or any other story that you have seen in the form of a movie. So your hat just changed. You are not putting on one type of thinking at one particular point of time. This is the metaphor. You understand it, right? All of you?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
So wearing a hat means you have one type of thinking. Now, even when you work in a group, work in a combination of people, there also you will require different types of people. People with different hats are very, very important. अगर आपके टीम में सारे लोग ही तरह के सोचते हैं, then you would be in problem. For example, all people are creative, then there would be no one to criticize. If all people are criticizing, then no one will do the work. I hope you understand what is the importance of thinking. Ready?
Yes, sir.
So now let us try to cover hats one after another. The first hat is let it be on the top left corner is fact. Hat is white hat. So what is the importance of white hat? Can you tell me, do you think facts are important?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. Facts are important because facts make you take an informed decision. अगर आपके पास फैक्ट हो तो उस फैक्ट से आप एक informed decision लेते हैं. These facts, what you have learned, may be correct, may be incorrect, may be modified with passage of time. Suppose you go to a village and their people believe in superstition. Don't you think that they also know some facts? Tell me.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Let us try to understand then what is a fact. They don't know facts. They have certain notion. You should note down these words. What is a notion? Notion is an idea. Fact is a verifiable truth. Understand? If I talk about ghost, if I talk about devil, if I talk about God, if I talk about emotion, they are not facts. They are notion because they can be verified. Can you verify God? What's his complexion? What's his gender? Whether he is male or female? You can't do all these things, right? Can you?
No, sir.
So that is not a fact. Facts are scientific, facts can be verified, facts can be proven. The white hat means thinking in a factual mode. How will you do that? Let's do an activity. Let's pick up a pet. Let's pick up a pet, or maybe let's pick up a gadget, right? So, what is the popular gadget that you all are using? Right now, you might be using smartphones. So tell me whatever facts you know regarding smartphone. They should be fact. All right? Come on, anyone, everyone can participate. Hurry up.
It is a phone that is portable.
It's a phone that's portable, right?
Sir, this device is a compact device.
It's a compact device. Compact device. Then
Sir, it's a kind of a desktop that can be used to that can be used to travel.
so it's a kind of a miniature computer. Okay. Right. Then
Uh, it has a SIM card in it to
hmm,
call.
So it also has a calling facility inside it, internal called SIM cards. Then
First, information through internet.
okay, it allows us to access internet and through that access information, right?
Yes, sir.
Continue, continue.
It requires a software to work.
It requires an operating system, some application software to work. Next. Only 3 people are talking. What about others? Talk facts. Facts, whatever you know about smartphone. There should be fact.
Then we can word we can use various apps using our phone.
Okay, you can use it for entertainment too. Next.
Sir, during the COVID period, most of the students attended classes using mobile.
Yeah, it's fine. It's one fact that we know that there are many apps. Okay. So the fact was that the increased use of the smartphone happened during COVID due to the inaccessibility of physical reach. Okay. And
So it emits harmful ultraviolet rays, which are harmful.
harmful rays that fall into the category of infrared, okay, electromagnetic waves. Okay. Then please.
So it helps us to speak to someone.
Who's making noise? Dearkant. Say once more.
So it helps us to speak to someone.
Okay, that's fine. Communication is already discussed. It has a SIM card. Okay. Then
The smartphone is a platform to explore the world.
don't make it fancy. Talk about fact. You can do many things with it, but I wanted fact. Fact. You understand fact?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Talk about fact only. That's all. You are worried about the general fact. I'm talking about you can be very, very specific also. Very specific facts you can talk about. Can you not say that it has got a QWERTY keypad that allows us to enter the text? Okay. I'll just give an example of what is a fact like. Most of the smartphones come up with a display screen. The display screen is primarily capacitive in nature. Previous smartphones used to have a resistive screen. Most of the smartphones come with embedded memory that can store any data inside it. And the data and memory size actually determines the value behind the smartphone. So like this, can you think some facts about smartphone?
Most of the smartphones have a Google built in.
Okay, most of the smartphones have internet search engines built in them and associated services along with it, like messaging, mailing, meeting, etc. Okay, fine. Anything else?
So most of the phones have a lens camera.
Yeah, most of the phones have an embedded lens camera system which helps people to capture moments. All right, then
Using smartphone, we can also play video games.
using smartphones, we can play video games. Games is a part of entertainment. We have already spoken that. Anmisha has spoken it.
So it has a calendar which makes us remember about different events, meetings.
So instead of the word calendar, I'm using a bigger word. It has got an organizer. Okay. organizer which helps us to organize our routine, timetable, etc. Next, no, correct, continue. Is it all?
I think so, yes, sir. The smartphone has a radio app.
Yeah, about 1,000 apps. There's 1,000 apps in Google Play Store. Don't talk about that. Talk about in general smartphone. Yeah.
Sir, nowadays smartphone hosting our distraction level.
That is a psychological feature. It is not a fact. Fact is fact, huh?
Yes.
Okay. So we will not.
Online, book
Huh?
online, pay online.
Okay. It is a medium for commercial transaction. Okay. Then.
And we can navigate ourselves by using maps.
So it can serve us for purposes of navigation with the help of GPS. All right. See, yeah, that you're not wrong, but focus on fact. Push yourself to talk about facts. Huh?
Sir,
Yes.
has a rebooting and shutdown system.
Okay, good. So it has a shutdown and opening system. Then anything else?
The first smartphone was discovered in 1994.
Okay, if you know that, very good. But I don't know. I think it was discovered in 1994. Smartphone, was it discovered in 1994? I believe that smartphones first came into play in 2000. 1994 was mobile phone discovery, I think. Am I correct?
Yes.
Mobile phones are not smartphones. Are they?
No, sir.
Yeah. Mobile phone is mobile technology. Smartphone is smart technology. Next, continue. What else? Most of the smartphones come up with a battery system, which is very, very long lasting, right? And rechargeable battery system, mostly called as lithium ion or Li-ion batteries. You know that?
Yes.
Then continues like that. You talk about more. Okay. The LED technology has changed with time. Samsung was a pioneer in bringing a type of LED technology which is called as AMOLED or AMOLED technology, which itself give a high boost to the smartphone users, because smartphones were just like television, sometimes better. Okay. Smartphones also come up sometimes with features of protection and security, identification of the person who is using it by security, face scan, recognition of the face, biometric recognition of the fingerprint. So did you really not know all these things? क्या तुम्हें ये नहीं पता सच में? समझते जानी नहीं वो? अरे कौन पचाच તમે જાણો કે નહીં security system વિશે?
Yes, sir.
Huh? My question is that then why is it not coming to you? You are not focusing enough. So the objective of the thinking hat is to put on the thinking hat as much time as you can. So for next class, I'm giving a homework. Homework for the next class is that you pick up any topic of your choice and tell me more and more facts on that. Minimum for 3 to 4 minutes, you should be talking about fact. Can you do this?
Yes,
Can
sir.
you? Whatever fact you may know regarding any topic, there should be fact, means there should be information. And how would you collect the fact? You can collect this fact from different sources. You can collect from internet, but before doing that, first note down whatever facts you know. Because after acquiring information, the size of the fact, the amount of the facts increase. जो तुम्हें पहले पता है उसको नोट डाउन करो, उसके बाद और फैक्ट्स जानने की कोशिश करो. So that is called the white hat. All right. So
sir.
let us
sir.
see how well you do that next time. I want a fact-based topic to be spoken by each one of you. And about other hats, then how we interplay between the hats, what's the benefit of interplaying with the hat, I will discuss in the coming classes. I need few classes to teach you De Bono's technique of critical thinking. Thank you so much. Have a good time, all of you. Bye-bye.
Thank you, sir. Goodbye.
Thank
Bye.
you, sir.
Thank
Goodbye.
you. Goodbye.
My welcome. Pleasure. Goodbye.